Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? Welcome back. I need some ender eyes. Come have a look at me. Come here. Come on. Where have you gone? You appear to have just disappeared. That's kind of ominous. I really don't like that. Alright, now, so, before I get attacked, let me explain what's going on here. So, we now have a beacon, and I would love to put it up, but I don't really just want it to sit on the ground. So, I've built this kind of blueprint, and this will all be different blocks, and obviously that'll be the beacon up there, and it kind of looks cool. Except, I removed a tree from there because it was blocking this tree, and the same thing is happening with that pedestal, which is a shame because that's kind of the central point. We move it a couple blocks this way, the beacon would be here, but because it only goes, I think, a 50 block radius, here is where the beacon would stop activating, and that's nowhere near the house, which I can't lie is kind of annoying, because although I did say that I would like it to be central, an enderman stole this block. Yeah. Although I said I do want it to be central so it covers the whole compound, I didn't remember that it only goes 50 blocks. The compound is roughly about 130 to 150, which means no matter where it goes, somewhere it's not going to be covered. So surely I want the areas I'm currently using, i.e. the farm area, the fishing area, the house, the village, the tree, to have the beacon first. So I'm thinking about maybe moving my farms and putting this kind of pedestal-y idea here. It doesn't need to be this big, but it could be kind of cool. I want it to look good, but not at the cost of it looking too intrusive, if that makes any sense at all. So let me have a wee think, because if I'm honestly thinking that I need to get rid of my animals anyway, maybe now would be the perfect time for that. We are in a meadows, and anytime that we need food or leather or anything, we can just go explore into some of the hills. Or maybe at a later date, if things still are acting funny, and we know it's not the farms, we can just move them to over here or something. So I don't know. Let me think about it real quick. Actually, before I forget, this should still technically come down. Even though it doesn't work, we still kind of built one. I think that's a lot more appropriate. Okay, now let me go get thinking. So things have certainly changed, and I've made the changes quite quickly. I have decided to get rid of the cows, the pigs, and the chickens, but I'm gonna keep the sheep. There's always use for wool, especially colored wool. So hopefully these guys will follow me into their lovely new spacious pen. If they don't, then I'll be sad. Come on, boys, come on. That's what you do for cats. Come here. Now, hopefully round up the stragglers. Lovely. Perfect. If it was having too many entities, as well as possibly having all the eggs constantly on the ground causing some problems, that will hopefully help. I thought I saw a blue sheep go down here. Come on. But like I'm saying, colored wool is always a good building block to have. If you don't have concrete, it's a good way to start out. Just anything that you need color in, any kind of builds, it's always going to be helpful. Oh, come on. Everyone in. All right, lock the gates. Perfect. That actually went a lot easier than I thought it would. It's just as a precaution, slap these down over here. Now let's have a quick look at all the land we have to work with. Will this now be big enough? I think it should be. Will it be annoying if it's right in the way of the house? I'm not typically running through the compound going, ah, lovely, look at my house. Actually, no, that's a massive lie. I am constantly saying, ah, look at my house. I guess no matter where it goes, unless I bury it underground, it's probably going to be blocking something. I guess here we won't see the village as well, but then again, we can just see it from this side. Oh, I don't know. I'm really struggling. I'm being really just unnecessarily indecisive here. So that's as big as the tier 4 beacon will be. And then even if they are just on the floor, this is as high as it'll go anyway. So it's going to block some kind of view regardless of how I build it. So I think maybe we just bite the bullet. And then honestly, if it's terrible, we just tear it down and we try again. So I'm going to make a blueprint. I'm going to try and get an idea. And then let's go build this thing together, shall we? So I've decided that I really want to make this out of nether blocks. More specifically, the basalt and the blackstone. I can't remember what I built with it. Was it the house? Maybe. Was it just over at the portal? Whichever. I think the blocks look really cool. I think it's a really great color palette, and I just need to actually use more of them. So I'm going to. I do have an overall idea in my head on how I want this to look. I just don't actually have an idea of how I'm going to make it happen. Something like that to start with could be quite cool. Is that overall how I'm wanting it to look? I think it is. Yeah, that's working fine. Maybe. Let me go make some stairs. What if we do the corner or something like that? Oh, yes. Yes. I accidentally placed the blocks like that, and that's actually exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, now what can I do here? Do I want... What do I want? Maybe indent some blocks like this. Would that look good? Maybe. Possibly. Okay. Now does... How do I want this to look? Well, possibly that could work. Yeah, that's quite nice, actually. What about here? I really want to do the same thing. We do that and that. Alright, I think that looks quite cool. I think we will need some more stairs, maybe. Even just as decoration if they don't go anywhere. What if we do that? Maybe. Let's worry about the detailing after we've got the shape. I feel like I sometimes overcomplicate things, and then I just get myself all worked up and stressed. Right, so I think this needs to go to here. Will that be right? Why am I not able to visualize this? Yes, that'll go up there, and then this will be the first ring. Yeah, I've done that right, I think. Oh, please be right. I'm pretty sure so far, this is going exactly how I envisioned it. Sorta. What can I do for these corners here? Guess we need to continue the basalt. Does that look how I want it? I think when it's done, it'll look fine. I think for right now, because I've not got the full design in, it looks a little bit weird. How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's keep that like that. Do that there. Do it here, and we'll do it here. And maybe just something a little like that. Will that deal with the corners? Yes, but then what do we do with here? Could this all just be stairs? You know what? I think it could be. But which design would look better? This way would kind of encapsulate it a little bit and give it that straight line. I don't hate that. But what I will do, I think, is maybe do that. And now I'm immediately doing what I said I wasn't going to do. And I've now added all the detailing in before it's finished. We do that and we do that. Kinda can't really tell that that is there. Let's make some half slabs. Put that there. That could be quite cool. What we do with that? Probably... Definitely not that. What if we do that and that? That was the hardest block placement of all time. Yeah, what if we do something like that? That looks quite cool. Now, could we? Something like this. How can I never find my flint and steel? It honestly just goes missing. Oh my goodness. We really, really, really need a storage system. If I was flint and steel, where would I be? Where was I last used? Aha! What was I using it in the village for? Now what if we do that and that? I like the way that looks. I don't necessarily like being able to see that. So what if we did something like that, like that? Here we would need to find something else. What if simply we just don't have that, we indent like that, and then we just slap just blocks in the wrong place again? What if we do that? That could be quite cool. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go build this on the other side, just because you've just seen me build that, so there's no point in just watching me do it again. These sides here, I think, will have something very similar. I just don't know what yet. And if inspiration hits, I'll let you know. So I have been very, very hard at work. This is the side that was already finished. I have now successfully replicated it on the other side. I think, should that be... I feel like that middle block should be something. Maybe I haven't replicated it, or if I haven't, half slab. Okay, cool. Back. Over here, I've come up with this design, or actually, I need to set you on fire. We have the fire on the outside here, and then up here, we have a little cubby hole with more fire. If you can't tell, I really like the blue fire. I think it really complements the blackstone, the basalt very, very well. And here, you can see the same thing. We've got a little... I've just doused it out, you idiot. Around here, you can see we've got the little cubby holes of fire. We've got the big exposed fire. And now it's time for the important part. Slap you down. We want speed, regen, throw on the emerald, and just like that, we have our full beacon. Now let's have a wee run around here and see if it actually sticks out like a sore thumb. Around here, we're totally fine. You've got the tree. That's now there. The farm looks a little bit out of place now. We have a big omega tree to its left, and now we have a full beacon to its right. Maybe I'll need to move the farm and possibly expand it a little bit, possibly just on that far side. How far does this reach is the actual big question. When do these start to run out and when do they start to tick? You running down? Yes. Okay, so by the time we get over to the Nether portal, it has ran out. But over here, it'll refresh. So that's totally fine. In time, we'll get another beacon, we'll get more ores, and we can have another one of them down here somewhere. No doubt we'll take over more land, and at some point, there'll be a Venn diagram of where I can actually get regen. But for right now, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's go quickly update the map. When will it be on? It'll cover both of these. Take you down, have a quick look. That looks insane. Put that back up. Grab you. That looks incredible. Yeah, I really like how that's turned out. And then last but certainly not least, beacon pedestal. Kapow. Cool. I think that's a pretty good start to the episode. Hello again. So, as you can see, we're back in the Nether. I wasn't 1,000,000% sure what we were actually going to do next, so I figured I might as well do some skeleton because we do need some new Nether Wart. We do need a new fortress. And I just happened to have found one. It looks massive, so I have very, very high hopes. I don't actually know the best way to get in, though. We have just witnessed a murder. Yeah, I have no idea how to get in. I don't really want to just jump down onto it, but I don't really know the best. Oh, can I just jump over here? Oh, amazing. Cool. There's just one wither skeleton, and it just makes me so nervous, right? There's a spawner there and there. I am more prepared than I was last time. Go away. I thought I just fell off, but it's just stairs. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate being in here. All right, let's go. I mean, you can't really complain at that, can you? Right, we can absolutely just rob this. And when I say rob, I do literally just mean get in and get out. I'll have a wee peek around, and that pretty much cements that I don't want to be here. I mainly want to go in and out because, as you'll see, I'm down to 9 pork chops. I've just been kind of going around and I've been getting my butt kicked. Where is everyone? This is the emptiest fortress of all time. More wart down there. Oh, hello. I will take you. Where is everyone? There's one wither skeleton down that corridor and a magma cube. What's going on? Everyone just kind of left home. All right, I don't want to explore too much because I will absolutely end up lost and or falling to my death. So I probably think, where are we? I would definitely show more of the Nether, but we literally did just dedicate a huge chunk of an episode to the Nether. I'm completely lost, but no, it must be here. I'm really concerned about how there's just no one here. Okay, so everyone's over there. Right, good to know. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here. I don't want to overstay my welcome and die. Right, it was this way? This way. Aha! The wind blowing. And just like that, yeah, we're in and out. It's not even that far from my house. So I know the other one is closer, and I said, oh, it's really good that you can just go this way and this way. I'm not really exactly going to show you the whole trip home because it is like, I don't know, 400-ish blocks. But basically, we just run along here, and I'm really hoping that soon we'll be seeing some kind of well-known territory. Is there anywhere here that I've shown off in a video? No. I'm scared the bejesus out of me, my boy. If I get crossbowed into lava, someone's getting sued. Right, so over here is a little bit of warped wood. Remember this random blue tree? So basically, there is where the other fortress is. And basically, that's the blue tree that we just ran past. So it's across this lava lake, somewhere in that vicinity of darkness. The one thing I'm very jealous about Java for, they get insanely good render distance in the Nether, and it just makes everything easier to see. I'm very surprised about the lack of mobs here. I wouldn't necessarily say I was complaining, but I was definitely expecting a bigger fight. If you ever wonder where I get my basalt and my blackstone from, well, there's your answer. Get away from me, you stupid little slime. Is my portal going to be ransacked? I really hope not. Seriously, where is everyone? This is the quietest I think I've ever seen the Nether. I'm genuinely concerned that there's something wrong with my game. Between Gavin despawning, and I think some of my animals despawning, whatever the hell is going on with the cocoa beans, the Nether being really quiet, the sometimes inability to stop it raining. Is my world just broken? Find a place to put this Nether wart, you know? And now the question I never know the answer to. Does Nether wart need to grow in the dark? Because every fiber my being is telling me it used to need the dark. But then I am sure on the other server I've got it just growing outside of my house. On the beach, just soaking up the sunlight. I am sure of it. Maybe that changed. Guess it's time for another experiment. It's down here. That's enough, but there was already a torch down there, so I've clearly just decided that I can't be bothered filling it in. I mean, I guess that's done. Oh, while I'm down here, I should grab some food. I literally just went for a wee jog in the Nether to go clear my head, and then I just stumbled across and I was like, ah, that'll do. Also, I've extended my farm. Not that I ever use carrots, potatoes, or beetroot for anything. It's purely just for bone meal. Everything on this server that I decide to build is to do with bone meal. Where am I? Find Nether wart. Done and dusted. So you know how I typically get wound up when I find a wandering trader in my wheat field? The hell do I do about this? It is a quick way update. It would appear that this is growing totally fine, which means it doesn't need to grow in the dark. So, you know, if I ever ask that question in the future, please remind me I'm an idiot. Also, I have now changed the task board again. Instead of saying find Nether wart, it now says infinite potions. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to finish up with today. I might switch to doing some of the compound lighting and then just switch back and show you guys how it's coming along. If it looks good, if I like it, we'll see what happens. Alright, I'll see you in a wee second once I figure out what I want to do. Okay, so I know I said I was going to look into doing the compound lighting, and well, I'm now here to tell you that I have completely done it. It didn't actually take anywhere near as long as I thought it would. It was actually oddly satisfying. In between every glowstone, there's a block of 5 gaps. It has been nighttime now for at least a couple minutes. As far as I can tell, nothing's spawning, so I think I've done a great job. It's working exactly how I thought it would. My only concerns are possibly the sugarcane farm. Over here looked a little bit dark, but there isn't actually anywhere I can put one unless I guess I sacrifice a sugarcane here and there. That actually might not be the end of the world. If nothing spawns here, then totally fine. I don't really care. It can just stay as is. If things do start to spawn here, then I guess we can sacrifice a sugarcane here and there just for the good of the actual compound. My other concern is the farm. Now that it's a little bit bigger and because of where the beacon is, obviously this area here doesn't have any light sources around it apart from the fire, but currently that doesn't seem to be an issue, so I'm okay with it. But let's be honest, the main reason why I did it is because of how satisfying it looks from above. I've gotten really good at this jump. Can I do it first time? I can. Lovely. Let's go over to the wall of tasks. Let's find number 5. Let's knock it down. So technically, we fixed the sunset. That wasn't this episode. We've done the compound lighting. What the devil was there? What was number 8? Or was that last episode? What have I done today? The beacon. I'm looking right at it. I'm literally looking right at the thing. I'm trying to remember what I've done. So we did the beacon. We've got the nether wart. We've done the compound light. And I don't think we're that far into the video. So goodness only knows what's going to happen next. So as it happens, I do actually know what we're going to do next. We're going to wrap up. I don't think I've ever misjudged an episode like that before. I thought we were going to be on maybe 7 or 8 minutes at most. I've genuinely got about 5 or 6 different things in my notes app, which is typically where I'll write down ideas of what I want to do for either upcoming episodes or what I'm going to do to finish off an episode. And I have so much written down that I thought we could get done today, but we're completely out of time. There's nothing that I can really edit out of today's episode because everything that I've done today kind of has served a purpose. I don't want to cut out moving the farms. We kind of needed to do that. I actually really enjoyed showing how I built the beacon pedestal because that way you actually got an insight into how I typically build things. I can't really leave out the part in the nether because otherwise I'm just going to have nether wart randomly appear. And I cut out as much as I could about lighting up the compound. So basically, you're just going to have to deal with this episode. But I tell you what, I am genuinely really sorry. Because look, I've started to build here because I assumed I would be able to finish it today. And I know that's really annoying because I'm not telling you what I'm going to build and I keep kind of teasing it. Well, today was going to be the day. There's literally no time. I'm genuinely really annoyed. Well, I mean, I say I'm annoyed. I've got too much content. You know what I mean? It's not exactly a bad problem to have. But just when I'm planning stuff, it's really frustrating that I've completely bottled it. So basically, the way the next episode is going to start is going to be with my idea for up here, and you're just going to have to wait another couple days to see what it is. I'm actually really proud of how this looks, you know. Some places do need some tidying up, and it is a little bit messy in other places, but I think this actually looks really cool. And it'll really fit in with the aesthetic when you actually see what I plan on doing here. Also, this nether portal, I have absolutely no idea how, but it somehow links to the main portal back there. If I go through that one, I end up on my half slab platform, and then when I take it back through again, I end up back over there. I seen a village. I know that was there. Now, I know this probably wasn't the most exciting episode. It was a little bit grindy and it was a little bit buildy, but I think it's come together quite nicely. And with my videos coming out every 2 days, I kind of have to record and show everything I'm doing because otherwise there's nothing to go in the video. So with that being said, if you did like the video, you should like the video. They do genuinely help. It tells YouTube that people actually do enjoy watching the video, so they push it into other people's recommended sections onto the homepage and stuff. But really the main thing that I care about is that you actually do enjoy the videos. I love making them and actually watching back my own videos, but if you guys don't care, then there's no point in me doing them. You can also subscribe to the channel. I'm posting videos every 2 days. You'll finally get to see what's actually being built here, and I've actually got a lot more ideas to do in the future, so I mean, you'll be just missing out if you don't. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble. You don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, there's a bridge there. It must have been over there. And I'll see yous later.